It should be working.
Oh, hi
Great.
everybody.
Okay. Welcome back to Not Another White Moderate with Veronica, speaking truth to power every day of the week, speaking about things like race, religion, and maybe other ways in which we're divided. Special episode book report today. So I cleared things up and came back after the hiatus. And yeah, I get to have a special guest. If everybody can just welcome Everett back to the show. Everett, welcome. I know, I'm saying thank you for coming back. So just remember to project your voice since this is your book report.
Oh, wait, what? I thought you were...
I'm going to interview you, but this is your book report. So are we? Yeah, we're live. Okay, so part of unschooling, homeschooling, you get to talk us through. So a couple of things that we were saying, cheats. Here are cheats for parenting, homeschooling, unschooling. So one, IMDb Parents Guide helps every day. Two, subtitles make it reading. That was the other thing. And then three, allowance. What we're talking about, allowance for.
Make them figure out their allowance.
Among other things.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Among other
So
things.
taxes.
Well, actually, we should.
Fun?
No, I put the chapstick
Mm-hmm.
on. We should save. Actually, we'll save that for another day. We can just jump right into the Art of Thinking Clearly book report. What do you want to tell us about the book? What would you like? What are your big takeaways for now?
You should read it.
You should read it. Who should read it? Who is the target audience? Who should read it? Who would enjoy it? Huh?
People.
Which people? Like any people? All people? Kids? Adults? What? Who?
People. Just in general.
In general. Was it
Don't read it if you're a CEO.
Don't read it if you're a CEO. Why don't read it if you're a CEO? Oh, I know the answer.
A lot of things.
You might get your feelings hurt.
Yes.
So, for the Art of Thinking Clearly, can you tell us? Okay, so number one, you said it's for anyone to read, everyone to read. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Why? What's so good about it?
I'm not sure about the target demographic here, but I mean, everybody's allowed to read it, I suppose.
Well, can you put your foot down and
Yes.
like for the camera and project your voice and do all the stuff
Oh.
so that everybody can hear you? Who should read it then? Who should read it?
I don't. People.
Why should they read it? What's so good about it?
I don't know. I mean, I just read it because I had to, but.
You had some choice in the matter, right?
Oh, if teachers want to give. Ow! I just cracked it. Sorry.
If teachers want to do what? Okay?
It might be like a good book report thing. I don't know.
A good book report thing. Okay. So, what do you want to? Which ones were your favorites? What do you want to tell us about? You said I thought it was 12, 17, 26. Was that right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, those were just the ones that I could find. I did like a lot of them, but
Tell me about some other ones besides those that you don't have the numbers for. Tell me about other ones that you really liked or what people should get from it. Which ones were your favorites?
I'm not sure, but if I saw them, I would remember.
Can you
Just
put your
the-
foot down? Because it's in the middle.
Yes. I can't see your face. On Instagram, I mean.
Oh. Can't they? Oh, they couldn't. Was I out of the camera on Instagram? Okay, so so tell me about 12, 17, and 26 then. What's 12? You want me to go to it and give you a reminder?
Just tell me the headline.
12. Why no pain, no
Show me,
gain
show
should
me.
set alarm bells ringing. Here we go. And also we should show the Art of Thinking Clearly. So why no pain, no gain should set alarm bells.
Well, I found it. Oh.
Was this the one that you wanted? No.
Yes, that was the one.
Okay. What do you want to tell us about this?
Well, I don't know. I feel like you should prompt me.
No, I don't. What would you like for me to prompt you?
I don't know. And she just.
Yeah, she
I
did.
think she's keep that either.
So tell us about why this one. This is about why no pain, no gain. If somebody says no pain, no gain, it should really set alarm bells ringing.
If you hire somebody to
Mm.
like a doctor, like a freelance doctor or something. Well, it's kind of hard to. You should just read the book, I guess.
You should just read the book. We'll tell. Okay, so 12.
Well, I mean,
a freelance doctor.
I don't know how to explain it using my own words, I guess. But basically, if somebody tells you, if you like hire somebody, like a plumber, and then they try to fix it,
Yeah.
but then they tell you it will get worse before it gets better. Don't trust them. If it was like a one-time thing, you want your money back, because if it just gets worse and then it keeps getting worse and then it doesn't get better, it's like if you run a company or something and you hire a consultant and they say your stock price is plummeting, but it'll get worse before it gets better. You shouldn't rehire the consultant, because after 10 years you can say again, it'll get worse before it gets better.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Okay, so 16 was don't take news anchors seriously. Chauffeur knowledge.
I think it was the difference.
Was it, or was it 17?
I think it was just let me see.
Yeah. So
I think it was 17. Yeah, it was 17.
Okay, go ahead. What's 17? What do you want? What's the title? Well, can we do mine? Do you want me to do mine? The CEO effect, or do you want to go to 26 too? This is great.
Oh, illusion of control. I just need
the illusion of control. Okay, tell us about illusion of control. How is it relevant?
Somebody asks you to get something for them, like suppose a lottery ticket, and you scratch them out before you get to them after you buy them or something. I don't know. They'll say it's your fault because you're not lucky. But I don't think that really has anything to do with it. Because it's just, it was pre-printed. It wouldn't matter if you gave it to them and they scratched it out, or you scratched it out while you were on the way over to give it to them. It would still be the same.
Sure.
It wouldn't change.
Sure.
But they think that just to make themselves believe that it was their fault, and it wasn't. It would have changed if they got it, but it wouldn't have, because if somebody buys something, no matter who, if somebody buys a lottery ticket, no matter who opens it after it's already bought, the numbers will still be the same.
Sure.
But they don't. They just believe that. But they believe that that's the illusion of your control over the numbers or whatever. That's the illusion of control. 27. 26. It was 26, yeah. I didn't completely understand this one, but I thought it was a bit interesting.
Can you tell us what it is? Can you read the title, so that everyone knows what 26 is? And then we can do the CEO effect after that. Okay.
Why you'll be soon playing Mega Trillions, neglect probability.
Neglected probability, why you'll soon be playing Mega Trillions. Okay.
I didn't completely understand this one, but I thought it was still interesting. You play Russian roulette. I don't really completely understand this one. But suppose you're playing Russian roulette, and the person who is, I don't know, another gambler or something, gives you a choice. There's a gun with one bullet in it, and it has 6 rounds. And if you pull the trigger on your head and you don't get killed, you get $10 million. You do it, and you don't get killed, so you have won $10 million. So now you can quit your job, move to LA, and I don't really understand that. Maybe we should pick the different one. Anyway, when you move there, you have a neighbor who is a lawyer. He gets $100,000 a year, but he isn't. I don't really understand. Can you explain that?
Well, I'll say this too, and this is the nice thing. So you don't have to completely understand it. And this is, again, remembering, this book isn't really made for children, right? It's not really made for kids.
That's kind of.
No, I'm just saying the
main demographic that the offer meant for.
Author.
That's.
Oh, I thought you said author.
Author.
Yeah.
Or, I don't think the main demographic might not have been children, but children can still read it.
No, they absolutely can. My point is this: if it's okay for you to not understand everything in the book, because when I read it, not even just like a couple of years ago, I didn't even understand everything in the book, and I would need to go back and reread it to be able to discuss them and to be able to talk about which ones are my favorite ones. Except for, we can for sure discuss the one that I know for sure is my favorite one that I bring up a lot, or at least one of my favorite ones. Do you remember which one it's called? We don't know which number it is because we didn't look it up, but we know the name of it. We don't even know how to explain it. Do you remember? Which one's my favorite?
I don't
or the
know.
one that I talk about? The CEO effect.
The CEO.
The CEO effect. So, can you tell the audience what is the CEO effect, or what does it mean in the art of thinking clearly? How would you describe it?
So the CEO effect is when basically a company is doing really well, they're prospering, their sales numbers have gone up, the market, but they tell people that it's because of their amazing CEO and that it is all because of the CEO. However, when their sales numbers are down, the market is crashing, it's the company's doing terribly. They say it's just because of their employees. They had bad employees. CEOs.
Or it's the market, or there's like a lot of other reasons, right?
Yeah.
It's like everything but the CEO.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So you made it to me. I didn't. I just know that. I don't understand that one. There are a couple that I don't understand.
About the CEO?
CEO, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the big thing too, and it's the art of thinking clearly, really, is just about how you think about things. If you can think clearly about what's happening to you. So I think,
there's this other one that I read. It was Don't Accept Free Drinks. I really like that one.
Ooh, tell me about that one.
Well,
Don't accept free drinks.
Basically,
Like that one.
Imagine that you're at an airport and a person from some group hands you a flower. You try to refuse the flower, but they still insist that you have it. Then another member of the group asks you for a donation. You say yes because of the first person who gave you a flower. This is what is known as Don't Accept Free Drinks, because after somebody does something nice or kind for you, just out of I don't know another word, but out of some kind feeling, you are more likely to give them something of you because that's something that's yours because of how nice and kind they were unprompted.
So I really, really like that one too, because it doesn't necessarily mean don't ever accept free drinks, but if you do accept a free drink, understand that they might be expecting something from you in return. Does that make sense? Unless it's been established, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I was trying.
No. I appreciate.
That's exactly what I meant.
That's exactly what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the art of thinking clearly is just to understand how the world might work, or how people might perceive, or people's understanding or behaviors or actions might mean. I really like that one. I also like the one, is it the same one that's about not being complimented? Don't take compliments from a salesman.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? Like basically like don't,
Yeah.
like if somebody's being super duper nice to you, like they might want money or something. Yeah, exactly.
So don't either accept it, but keep your wits about you.
Keep your wits about you. Eyes wide open. I think I really, really appreciate that. Keep your wits about you. And that's the whole thing, right? The art of thinking clearly is how can you think clearly when these things, yeah, it's confusing. When somebody's nice to you, if somebody gives you a free drink, then you do want to be nicer to them.
It's more like moral debt, but
a moral debt. Interesting. I appreciate that concept.
You don't owe them anything, but out of the goodness in your heart, you might do it for them. But anyway.
Okay, so anything else that you want to share about that one or the CEO effect or anything else?
I think we're done.
Anything else you'd recommend about the book?
Read it, I guess.
Read it.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's really good.
Do you want to give a preview for what we're going to do as the next book report?
No.
Should I show? Oh, no preview.
What's the next one?
We'll just say it later. Okay. Right. We'll say
bye, everybody. Oh, I'm gonna go to my room.
Yeah, I was gonna. Excuse me. I was gonna do all the hashtags. So, Black Lives Matter. God is love. Love yourself to revolution. People over profits. Humanity over everything.
Well, I mean that's humanity. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Love you. Bye. You didn't. We still have to edit, but this is done. Yep. Well, it's just the one on the anchor. That's it.